Hello everyone and welcome to my BTG CBS update channel. Anita Dupree sat alone in her sun-drenched kitchen, staring at the phone in her hand as if it might bite her. The call from the hospital yesterday had been brief, clinical, but the words lingered like smoke. More testing needed, biopsy scheduled urgently. Breast cancer. The possibility hung over her like a storm cloud, dark and unspoken. She had rushed off from coffee with her daughter Nicole, muttering some flimsy excuse about a forgotten appointment, and now on this crisp December morning, she was determined to keep it buried. No need to alarm the family, she told herself, gripping the edge of the marble countertop until her knuckles paled. 80% of these things turn out benign, the doctor had said reassuringly. Why drag Vernon, Nicole, Danny, and the grandkids through needless worry? Anita poured herself another cup of coffee, the steam rising like her unresolved fears, and rehearsed the lie in her mind. If anyone asked about her sudden disappearance yesterday, it was just a routine checkup, nothing more. She glanced at the family photos lining the shelf, smiling faces from happier times, when her singing career with the Articulates was the biggest drama in her life, not this silent threat growing inside her. Vernon would be home soon from his morning walk, and she needed to appear composed, the unbreakable matriarch everyone relied on. But inside, doubt gnawed at her. How long could she hold this secret before it spilled out and shattered the fragile peace of the Dupree household? Across the gated community, in a sleek modern home that screamed success but whispered loneliness, Danny Dupree returned from her yoga class, her mat slung over her shoulder, expecting the quiet solace of an empty house. She pushed open the front door, kicking off her shoes in the foyer, and froze. A faint rustle came from the living room, papers shuffling, drawers opening softly. Her heart pounded as she crept forward, peering around the corner. There, bent over her desk, rifling through files, was a figure she couldn't quite make out in the shadows. "Who the hell are you?" Danny demanded, her voice sharp and commanding, flipping on the light switch. The intruder spun around, hands raised in surprise. It was Pamela Curtis, her old friend, looking guilty but not entirely shocked at being caught. "Danny, wait, it's me. Don't freak out," Pamela stammered, stepping back with a nervous laugh. I was just looking for that old photo album you mentioned last week. The one from our college days? You said I could borrow it." Danny narrowed her eyes, crossing her arms. "Borrow it? By breaking in while I'm out? Pamela, we haven't spoken in weeks, and you decide to drop by unannounced and snoop through my desk? Try again." The air thickened with suspicion. Pamela had always been dramatic, popping in with gossip or unsolicited advice, but this felt different, calculated. Was she really just nostalgic? Or was there something more sinister, like digging for dirt on Danny's recent triumphs or her complicated history with Bill? Danny's mind raced. In Fairmont Crest, friends often had motives as twisted as the winding roads outside the gates. Pamela shifted uncomfortably, forcing a smile. "Okay, fine. I heard some rumors about you and Andre, and I wanted to see if there was anything, juicy. Come on, Danny, we're girls. You know how this place is, everyone talks." But Danny wasn't buying it, her shock turning to anger. This intrusion felt like a violation, a reminder that even in their exclusive enclave, privacy was an illusion. Meanwhile, in a cozy apartment overlooking the community park, Catherine "Cat" Richardson paced the floor, her phone clutched tightly as she waited for Tomas Navarro to arrive. They had been building something real, something promising: late-night talks, shared dreams. But now his latest idea threatened to derail it all. Tomas burst through the door, his energy electric as always, carrying a folder thick with plans. "Cat, you won't believe this opportunity," he started without preamble, spreading documents on the coffee table. "A firm in New York reached out. Junior partner track, big cases, real visibility. This could launch my career into the stratosphere." Cat stopped pacing, staring at him incredulously. "New York? Tomas, we've talked about this. You're just getting settled here, building something with Bill's firm. And what about us? You think I'm uprooting my life, my family, my practice, for some opportunity across state lines?" Her voice rose, laced with frustration and hurt. Tomas reached for her hand, but she pulled away. "It's not just about me, Cat. This is for our future. Bigger salary, better connections. We could start fresh, away from all the Fairmont Crest drama." But Kat shook her head, her eyes flashing. "Our future? Or your ambition? You didn't even discuss it with me first. You're charging ahead like my opinion doesn't matter. The argument escalated, voices overlapping in the small space. Tomas insisted it was practical, a step up. Kat accused him of selfishness, of not seeing how tied she was to her roots, her complicated family ties. Were they clashing over logistics? Or was this the crack that could lead to a full breakup? In the heat of the moment, neither seemed ready to compromise. Not far away at Joey Armstrong's lavish casino office overlooking the gaming floor, Vanessa McBride stood with her arms folded, her usual poise cracking under the weight of pent-up emotion. Joey lounged behind his desk, casual as ever, but his eyes wary. He knew that look. Vanessa had been patient, grieving Doug's recent passing while indulging in their passionate affair, but his constant dodging of commitment had worn her thin. "Joey, we need to talk," she said firmly, closing the door behind her for privacy. He smirked, leaning back. "Always happy to talk, Vanessa. Especially with you." But his charm fell flat today. "This isn't a game anymore," she continued, her voice trembling slightly. "I've been pressing for more, for us to define this, to make it real. And you? You hide behind excuses. Too soon after Doug, you said last time. As if my grief is some convenient shield for your fear of commitment." Joey opened his mouth to respond, but she cut him off. "No. Listen for once. I'm done with the fun and games, the secret rendezvous. If you can't give me what I need, a real relationship, not just this, then we're over. Business partners only. No more table action, as you like to call it." Joey's expression shifted from amusement to seriousness. "Vanessa, come on. You know how I feel. Doug's death hit you hard. I was giving you space." But his words rang hollow even to him. She had caught him skirting the issue repeatedly, using her loss as a buffer. Space? Or avoidance? She shot back, tears welling despite her resolve. "I've waited, Joey. I've compromised. But I deserve more than scraps." The room fell silent, the emotional bombshell hanging between them. Would Joey step up, or would Vanessa walk away, cutting him off completely and leaving their shaky ground in ruins? Back at the Dupree mansion, Anita fielded questions from Nicole over lunch, deflecting with practiced ease. "Mom, you seemed distracted yesterday. Everything okay?" Nicole pressed, concern etching her features. Anita smiled brightly, too brightly. "Absolutely, darling. Just one of those routine doctor visits. Nothing to worry about." But as she spoke the lie, guilt twisted in her gut. Nicole nodded, accepting for now. But Anita wondered how many more deceptions she could manage before the truth demanded to be heard. The family chattered on about holiday plans, oblivious to the storm brewing within their matriarch. Danny, still rattled from her encounter with Pamela, called her sister to vent. "You won't believe what happened. Pamela was in my house going through my things." Nicole gasped in response, promising to come over later. In Fairmont Crest, alliances shifted like sand, and today's shock could become tomorrow's scandal. Kat texted Tomas an apology mixed with resolve, but no reply came yet. Their disagreement lingered, a potential fracture in what had felt solid. And Vanessa, driving home from the casino, wiped away tears, questioning if her ultimatum was strength or self-sabotage. As the afternoon sun dipped lower, casting long shadows over the gated paradise, these threads of drama wove tighter. Anita's secret health scare loomed, promising eventual revelation. Danny's intruder raised questions of trust and motive. Kat and Tomas teetered on uncertainty, and Vanessa's bold stand with Joey threatened to redefine their entanglement. In this world of privilege and pretense, emotions ran high, lies piled up, and bombshells waited to explode, pulling everyone deeper into the intricate web of Fairmont Crest's hidden lives. The day wore on with phone calls and chance encounters, Nicole bumping into Carlton and feeling a spark amid her worries about her mother. Danny confronting Pamela further, extracting half-truths that only fueled suspicion. Was Pamela acting alone? Or tied to old grudges? Tomas showed up at Kat's door later, bouquet in hand. "I don't want to lose you over this," he admitted softly. "Let's talk it through." They sat hashing out fears and dreams, but the New York offer remained a wedge, unresolved. Anita, alone again, touched the spot where the lump had been found, whispering a prayer for benign results. She couldn't bear burdening her family yet, not with Christmas approaching, Not when 80% odds favored good news. But deep down, she knew secrets like this had a way of surfacing, often at the worst possible moment. Vanessa poured a glass of wine at home, replaying the confrontation. Joey had looked stunned, almost vulnerable, but hadn't committed. Business only, she murmured to herself, testing the words. It hurt, but it felt necessary after months of mixed signals. As evening fell, the residents of Fairmont Crest retreated to their homes, unaware how interconnected their struggles were. One lie to protect a family, one bombshell to demand honesty, one intrusion to shatter trust, one clash to test love. These moments rippled outward, setting the stage for more revelations. In this exclusive enclave where wealth insulated but never fully protected, the real drama unfolded not on the casino floors or in the mansions, but in the raw, unspoken hearts of those who called it home.